Hey guys, welcome back for another one of Black Box Record Club. Box looking a little bit different this time around. Doesn't have that, reverb box that he had been using. Another thing I noticed is different this time around. Instead of being inside the box, the card is actually on the outside. But before I get into this, if you guys are new to any of my videos, my name's Dusty. I'm a big record collector. I know it was about a week and a half ago we saw the release of the Record Store Day list for 2019. I'm just wondering what you guys are all looking for, either as your must-haves or your maybe, if it's still there, records for the list. I will post a link to the complete list in the description. For me, my most wanted item on the list is going to be the Crow soundtrack. Hands down, no questions asked. I've been wanting that album to come out on vinyl for quite a while. It's one of my favorite movies. I think it's an absolutely amazing soundtrack. It's up there with the single soundtrack, the Garden State soundtrack, which I already have, Last Action Hero soundtrack. A lot of really good soundtracks out there. I'm also looking at maybe picking up the Weezer Teal album, which is the cover album they did a couple months ago. And there's also a B-sides collection coming out. I think it was a second disc for the deluxe edition CD of the Blue album. So I'm going to have to listen to that ahead of time, find out if I'm going to want to pick that up or not. There's also the test pressing of Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks, which is my favorite Dylan album, coming out. It's a little backstory for the album. For those of you that don't know about Blood on the Tracks, the album was originally recorded in New York, which is what the test pressing is. And then something happened. I don't know if Bob just wasn't happy with how it turned out, but he went and re-recorded some of the songs in Minneapolis, and some of the tracks on the actual album are from the Minneapolis sessions. So that's going to be a little bit different. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get it, because I do already have the regular album, but it is a cool little piece of history, since only a few copies found their way out before this release is coming out. There's also a Jeff Buckley release coming out with some older recordings of songs off of his first and only album that he released while he was alive, Grace, as well as some other songs he'd recorded. I think there was like an old Nina Simone cover or something in there as well. There's a Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie 7-inch coming out that I'm planning to pick up, and there was one more. I'm trying to think of what it is right now. I had 7 total on my list. I'll come back to that if I remember it. If not, I'll just post it in the description. But let's see what we got here. Actually, before I get into this, for those of you that don't know about Black Box Record Club, it's a record subscription service that's out where you get 2 records a month. If you do the one, I don't remember if it's 6 months or 1 year, it's $30 a month. If you do a 3-month plan, it's $32, it's 32, and if you do a single month, it's $34. And also, if you look on the website, he does have coupon codes on there to get like $5 off your first month. It's based upon the taste profile you fill out, which you tell what you like, what you don't like, and you also can hook up your Spotify and your Discog so you can see what you've already got and what you're listening to a lot of, so that he can make a better decision of what he is going to get for you. But let's get into this box. Alright, and the first thing is Josh Ritter, Somerville Theater, Somerville, Massachusetts. March 2014 on Marbled Orange Deluxe LP, full album and download code. Acoustic Volume 1. I've listened to a little bit of Josh Ritter. I don't know a lot of his stuff yet. It's I know with his newest album, it was actually produced by one of my favorite songwriters, out there and musicians Jason Isbell. So that's definitely an added bonus, knowing that, you know, if he's friends and colleagues with Jason, it's going to give a good insight to the overall skill that he has as a singer and a songwriter as well. I don't remember what songs there are, but a couple of his songs have like come up on Spotify for me, and I've really enjoyed them. Let's see, it's just a regular opening, no gatefold, and it's got a cool little download code. It's got him on the front that matches the artwork, and on the back it just gives the download information, also a bonus 20% off any purchase at joshritter.merchtable.com when you use Acoustic 20 at, oh, never mind, the discount end. So that's not going to matter, but I don't know if the download code still works or not. But let's get into the look of the actual record itself. Well, this is not quite the color of orange I was thinking. I was going to think it was going to be a much brighter orange. This is more of like a burnt orange. Jeez. Sorry, my cat kind of bumped the box and about knocked the record out of my hand. Alright, so that's record number 1. Let's just sit that directly behind me. And we'll get into record number 2. Alright, what do we have here? Black Keys, the big come up. I haven't actually listened to, I don't think, this era of the Black Keys. I did just listen to their new song, though, which I just listened to that yesterday. Found it pretty enjoyable. The fuzziness of the guitar sounded a little bit like, what was his name? Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky. And the guitar solo reminded me a lot of Jack White, which anyone that's in the know at all with knows that Jack White and Black Keys had a bit of a rivalry going on there, because Jack said that they just tried to rip off White Stripes, you know, 2-member band, a guitarist, vocalist, and then a drummer. And the style was kind of similar with the garage rock setup. But whoever is running the Raconteurs, I think it was Twitter account, actually congratulate them on that. So I'm thinking that, you know, maybe the beef's over and it'd be cool to see something happen between them, whether it's like a tour or they're on one of Jack's songs or Jack's on one of their songs or something. I think it'd be really cool. See how that would play out. Also, another cool thing that I find about this, Black Keys are from Ohio. I also live in Ohio, so that is a little small thing that I find cool about that. This one is just a traditional black vinyl. A little bit of excess vinyl hanging off there. Record's kind of dirty, so definitely gonna have to give it a good cleaning before it gets played. But, oh, I've been meaning to add the Black Keys to my collection, so this looks like a good place to start. I've been meaning to actually pick up a couple of their other albums, some ones that I know a little bit more from, but I'll get to that at some point. Let's see what Kyle, the owner, has to say in this month's card. Hey Dustin, enjoy the blend of rock and singer-songwriter music. Big Come Up by the Black Keys 2002 debut album from the Akron, Ohio-based rock duo. Album 2, Acoustic Live by Josh Ritter. The first live album released from Ritter, recorded in 2014. From Kyle, the owner. Overall, yep, I think this should turn out to be another good box for me. I won't know until I actually give it a listen, but we'll find out in that sense. One thing I have noticed, though, is Kyle has given me a lot of music that does line up with my taste. A lot of country, a lot of singer-songwriter. The only thing that I've noticed that he hasn't given me a lot of yet, for the most part, is rock music. He's given me, Foo Fighters, and now I guess the Black Keys, but that's about it on the rock front of things. But he hasn't given me a single bad album yet, so kudos to him. I think he does a really good job with this, and from what I've seen with other people, seems he's done a good job for them as well. So I hope you all have another great day. Let me know what you've been spending, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.